Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new vlog. I'm going to bring you along for a week in my life exam edition. This week is our exam week and this is how I feel about it. Actually, this is how I feel going to work Monday morning for 9 hours. I have to study, I have to sit my exams, and I have to juggle work in between all of this. Let's see how we do. I am scared for my survival rate. Every time I always question how I'm going to survive a week, but somehow we survive it. So I'm hoping that statistic proves itself right this time as well. I've woken up, I've gotten ready. I do need to leave the house. My throat slightly feels weird. It feels like I'm gonna get a cold. Really just need to avoid that. I normally hate taking medication, but I literally will stuff medication down my throat. I'm gonna eat all the vitamin C you can find, stuff honey down my throat, anything. I just can't be sick. How am I gonna possibly sit my exams or study for them if I am not feeling well? Anyways, I first have a chaotic day at work waiting for me, so I'm gonna be off to handle that and I'll be back with you guys to study tonight. I'm gonna have a spoonful of honey because that's how much I don't want to get sick. This is actually my second spoonful. I was like, maybe let me do 2 for extra measures. I'm back from work, if you couldn't tell. Good news is I actually did leave work a little early. I am absolutely buzzing. Leaving work early on any occasion is absolutely fantastic, especially today. It just gives me more time to study. So I'm gonna change my clothes. I'm gonna relax for a little bit because exhaustion is weighing on me currently, since this is like the first opportunity I've had to sit down since starting work today. I'm gonna sit on my bed. As soon as I open my phone, the first thing that pops up is my book, because I did in fact download my book on my phone, and at every spare opportunity I have at work, I do in fact read. That's how I deal with my problems. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit on my bed for a little bit and read so I can prepare myself to start a whole bunch of studying, which I'm hoping to accomplish at 6. Let's see how well this goes. I'm hoping to smash out a lot of studying. I have quite a few modules, which means weeks worth of content that I have to watch in the form of lectures and gather notes from them so that I can build up a strong understanding and have prepared notes to take into my exam on Wednesday, because my exam is in fact an open book exam, which I'm very grateful for. But today is Monday and I just really need to use all the opportunity to put all my energy into studying, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Before we start, however, I need to feel like I'm human once again after work. This is a setup where I'm going to study. It's extremely messy. We don't care. It's also got a source of air because it is so extremely humid and hot right now, which is why I'm not going to record myself, because I'm not going to study with my hijab on. But let's get the show on the road. It is currently 7. I've watched one video and I'm going to go eat dinner now. Okay, let's just do a little behind the scenes of me trying to record a TikTok. I want to make like a time lapse of me studying, and this table was packed with items. This is what I did to all of them. This is the time. Jump scare, I know. Anyways, I need to desperately get back into studying. I went to eat food and I don't know how it's 1.5 hours later. I genuinely cannot comprehend how fast time flies. Honestly, throughout this entire period, I think I have made a bigger dent in my book than my actual studying, because I read whilst I eat my dinner and anything else. Anytime I'm not studying basically or working, I will be reading a book. Also, I was telling myself earlier, I was like, I don't think I really have an appetite. Maybe I would even skip dinner. I ate the whole world. That was me trying to hype myself up into study. I don't think I look the best today. When do I look the best? I don't think I've looked the best in a fat while. Let's just get that straight. I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna get to studying.
Okay, welcome to...
I watch all my lectures in 1.5x speed, but tell me why it takes me 3 times the usual duration to watch the whole video, because I take notes. Long story short, I'm slow at studying as well. I'm slow at pretty much a lot of things in life, but I'm also slow at this.
Where we'll be...
What?
Increase
What?
identification of innocent people.
Yes. I've literally only been watching this for 7 minutes. I'll be back. We're back with my tea. Yeah, I'm unfit because I just went up the stairs, and why am I out of breath? We got my cup of tea. I'm gonna keep this a little away from my laptop because I have trauma from spilling an entire soft drink on my old one, which is the reason I had to purchase this one. I don't know if I gave you guys any context, but I'm currently going through module 4 and I have 12 modules in total to study. Module basically equals unit of learning. 1 unit of learning. So like module 1 would be week 1's learning outcomes. Module 2 would be week 2's learning outcomes. When one of my friends from uni is actually messaging me because all we basically talk about is our anxiety with university. So me and my friend are always trauma bonding over uni. We're always discussing our anxieties with studying as well as helping each other out. So it actually ends up working out perfectly. And I'm currently on module 4. Like I said, my aim is to get up to module 7 by midnight. It is 9 o'clock right now. Uni genuinely sucks the life out of me. I'm still on module 5. I'm still on module 5. You know, the last module that I was studying, I'm still stuck on it. Because tell me why these lectures are taking me so long right now. The reason I probably shouldn't be talking this loud is it's because it's 1:22 a.m. You and me were startled. You and me were startled because what the... If I didn't have hope in God, I would be crumbled on the floor. Let me just say that. I don't know how I'm going to survive this week. I don't know how I'm going to survive my exams. I don't know how I'm supposed to watch all these lectures. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to like ace anything in life. I stopped studying just before 11. I was replying to a few snaps my friend sent me, replying to a few messages, because you know me, the last time I've been social is never. I don't have a life. I genuinely feel like I don't have a life. I also messaged my uni friend and we're both in a crisis. So I'm behind on uni. We get that. Maybe I should have started studying before. Yeah, I also get that. But less than a week ago, just Friday, it's Monday today. You know the Friday that just passed? I had an assignment due that day. And maybe I can make excuses, but you know what? I actually want to feel like I'm living my life. And lately I don't feel like that. I don't remember the last time I got dressed. I don't remember the last time I went out. I don't remember the last time I did something for the sake of me. It's wild. It's honestly wild. And you know what? I feel zero emotions towards it because I'm numb. I'm sick of feeling crap, okay? I'm sick of feeling anything, so I'm just not going to feel anything. That didn't make sense, did it? The fact that I have this much energy at 1:20 a.m. should tell you enough because I've also been working for the past 3 days. I'm probably exhausted because I haven't gotten 8 hours of sleep in, I don't know, back to when, I don't know. You know what? I'm so over it that I don't even feel like reading my book, and that's saying a lot. If I don't want to do my only hobby, which is read a book, that's when you know shit has hit the roof. My room does look like a mess, doesn't it? You know this idea of balancing your life? Actual BS. Because I can't balance my life for jack shit, if you were wondering. I did just pray. Maybe I shouldn't talk like that. I just prayed. Anyways, praying was probably the only few minutes that I got to calm myself down today because I also went to the bank today whilst I was at work, and tell me why. You know what? I'm not even going to open that topic. People and their attitudes just continuously piss me off. Since there's not much to do at 1:27 a.m, I am going to go to sleep and we're going to deal with this tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch all my lectures. I don't even know if watching my lectures is going to be enough content or enough study. Some things are out of my control and this really does feel like it's out of my control. So I'm gonna go to sleep. But can I just say, coming home from work, sitting at a desk and studying for hours to feel like you've got nowhere is the most shittest feeling ever. But you know what? I had this sort of reality and it was, maybe we just give up. I feel delirious and I don't feel okay. Do not ever assume uni is easy because... And I go through this ritual every single semester and somehow I make it. Like every single time it does feel like I'm not going to make it, so hopefully we're going to make it through this one. And you know what, the relief I'm going to feel after this week is going to be immense, but like up until that point the anxiety will eat me alive, and up until that point it's going to feel like hell. So welcome to a week of hell. Yeah, if you're wondering, it's been way too long since I've left this house, besides for work. She's gone crazy. I'm trying to have this motivate me before I go to sleep and I have to do this all again tomorrow. I look crazy. Good morning everyone. I actually woke up just before 10 a.m. So I've been just lying around in bed a bit, trying to give myself that little window to kind of roll around in bed, go through my phone and just forget about life for 30 minutes, you know what I mean? But we're gonna get up now, I'm gonna have breakfast and I'm probably gonna continue watching my lectures whilst I eat my breakfast. I feel slightly guilty for sleeping till 10, but I did also sleep at like 2:30 a.m. When I'm anxious, it becomes even harder to sleep, but I did sleep in because I was like, there's no point of me being tired and being sleep deprived because it's really just going to make me dread studying even more. But now I feel guilty for the fact that I slept in a bit more. I slept like 7.5 hours, mind you. I just feel like when you're a university student, guilt eats you at every single corner because you're like, maybe I should have been sleep deprived, maybe I should have studied more, maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have done that. Nothing feels quite enough, but we're just gonna do what we can, and one of my goals is gonna be to get ready for the day. So I'm just gonna slightly maybe get changed out of my pajamas and put on an outfit that doesn't resemble me breaking down. Okay, that's one of our goals today. Okay, so I got dressed, but like my outfit is giving like grandma. This is kind of the outfit. I'm just wearing pants with it. I would usually wear a skirt, but I'm inside the house. Just this like grey cardigan, and I tried to match it with these like new crinkled scarves. Anyways, it's gonna have to do because I'm not changing again. The time is also 3:50. I thought I'll give you guys an update. I stopped studying at 3 just because I had to pray. I got slightly ready, and I actually watched a YouTube video whilst I was getting ready, so I had a little bit of enjoyment and a little bit of entertainment. Whilst I was downstairs, my camera ran out of charge. Obviously, I had a few snacks in between me studying. No, I did not make my bed this morning because I'm gonna go and sit right into it right now and continue to study. In terms of the progress I made, last I was on module 5, now I'm on module 6, which feels like nothing in terms of progress. And to say that I studied till 3 p.m. and I'm still on module 6 is insane because I actually really didn't even take much breaks. It's just taking me so much time. And I'm hoping at some point I start picking up pace, because or else we're not going to finish the modules, and I do feel like we're not going to finish the modules. Kind of figure out an action of plan when we get to that point. For now, I'm still going to try, which I don't think I've been this hopeful in life in a fat while. Hopefully we're going to ace this exam that I have tomorrow morning at 9:30. In saying that, I think I have come to the decision that my outfit, it's really not going. Maybe we'll just film from this angle so I didn't get stuck up on the fact that I don't love this outfit. But I also really want to film 2 quick TikToks, hoping that would only take like 10 minutes, and then we got to get back into studying. Not like I've been doing anything else with my life. I do feel slightly brain dead, but it's okay. We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna push through it. We're gonna make it. I don't know how much I believe the words that I'm saying, but this outfit is not giving. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly film my TikToks and I'll be back. Change of plans. I'm not gonna make the TikToks anymore. Literally, I just don't feel like doing anything with my life right now. I also do feel like an anxious mess. In saying that, I think I'm gonna continue watching my YouTube video for a few more minutes to just put me in the mood to go back to studying. Because I'm slightly struggling because I've literally been studying since probably 11. It's 4:10. I just also had to feed my cat. I'm gonna get back into studying. I am just feeling extremely anxious. Typically when I get very anxious, I avoid that thing, but like I can't really avoid studying because I have to do it. So I'm gonna continue to try and push through with this and try to calm my nervous system. Don't know how that's exactly supposed to work out. I'm also just feeling tired. Like I feel like life is eating my brain cells away. Can't wait until this is all over tomorrow, and then I have to start studying again for my next exam, which is actually on a Saturday. Like I've never had an exam on a Saturday before, but this is going to be a first. There's a first for everything, I guess. And I don't look forward to that either, but it's an online exam and it's at 2 p.m. so it feels a little bit more comprehensible. And let's just try to get through one exam first, or else my brain will explode. I'm just trying to comprehend one thought at a time, and right now I'm just trying to channel that into studying. I can't be consumed by too many thoughts, or else it's gonna burn right through me and I'm just gonna give up. This is me trying to be slightly mentally aware of my deteriorating state. I think I might be hungry. When you're anxious, do you burn more calories? Because I feel like I need to eat every second. Anyways, it's 4:15. I will be back with the update to tell you when I've actually finished module 6. Anyways, I'm shutting up and I'm leaning back because my back hurts. Lovely. At the right page of 21, 22 actually in a few days. It is 4:56 p.m. and I just finished module 6. We're moving on to module 7. Honestly, that even just makes me happy. Maybe we're just going to take this cardigan off. Okay, I like how this looks better in terms of the outfit. I'm just thankful for knocking down another module. Inshallah, I can get all of these modules done, and inshallah, I can ace tomorrow's exam. I'm just praying. And the only thing that's actually going to help me is me praying. So just know I'm praying every second. And saying that module 7 has 6 videos. Maybe at 6 I can record my TikToks quickly because I'm kind of liking this outfit situation better.
Yeah, I'll try that.
My mum just brought me carrots to snack on whilst I study because she says that it would help with my vision since I keep staring at a screen, which is so cute but also funny. I'm not complaining because I love carrots. Hey guys, I did a ting or two. Anyways guys, the time is 7:16. I decided to go and get myself a sweet treat because this is a Dubai chocolate strawberry cup, and can I just say this looks unreal. This is the thing that's made today worth it. is what I like to say. Let's quickly taste it. It was actually so good. 10 out of 10. I will eat this whole thing, by the way. Hello everyone. I haven't done much of anything since I was last eating my Dubai chocolate. What? Dubai chocolate strawberries. It is currently 10:26 p.m. I have not studied at all besides that, and I figured that I'm going to change studying tactics. I am not going to watch any of the lectures. I'm instead going to read through the slides, and each of the lectures actually have a transcript, so I'm going to gather notes from there as well as a few other resources I have, and that's how I'm going to finalize and complete my notes for the rest of the modules that I was supposed to watch. I've actually lost motivation. I'm even struggling to get myself to want to do anything right now, but truth be told, I need to do something, and that's called studying. Cannot wait until this exam is over tomorrow. It starts at 9:30 a.m. It's a 1.5 hour exam. I'll be done at 11. In 12 hours and 33 minutes, I would have finished this exam. Isn't that crazy? What another crazy thing is, I'm not prepared. I think I'm just gonna stress right now because maybe I should have not procrastinated for the past 3 hours. Let's procrastinate a bit more maybe. I've also been reading my book. I'm tired. It's 12. I didn't study. I'm effed. My I don't give a beep personality is like stepping into the game right now. I alternate between that and having a bunch of anxiety. Now that's kind of taken over. In saying that, I should still study though, and I am gonna have to. We're gonna have to stay up and we're gonna have to be sleep deprived. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, it is the next morning. I don't know why I'm laughing. As soon as I pressed record, I started laughing. It is 8:47 a.m. I'm gonna leave to go to my exam now. My exam is at 9:30. I need to arrive a bit early. I have ran late to an exam before. It's traumatic. We're not doing that again. I've packed my student ID, which is also something I've forgotten before. I'm gonna quickly pack my notes, which I woke up at 7, didn't get out of bed or start studying till 7:30 because classic me. Read through my notes. I kind of feel confident, but also I don't really know what the term confident means because I also don't know what the exam has in it exactly, if you get what I mean. I'm also gonna put my laptop. Yep, student ID is there. Okay, I have everything. I'm gonna brush my brows and curl my lashes in the car. I did not have any breakfast, which is something I usually don't like to do, but we don't have time. I'll just eat when I'm back home. I'm slightly nervous. I bring my laptop also in case I want to do any last minute studying whilst waiting, but I'm not gonna bring my camera obviously to the exam. However, if I do film anything, I'll film it on my phone. It's 8:50. I need to leave at 8:50. I'll see you guys when I'm back. Inshallah, the exam goes amazing. I'm making dua, okay? This is me before going into the exam. Don't you worry. Okay, I just parked up. I'm 15 minutes early, but I need to quickly get a parking ticket. The nerves are kicking in. I can feel my heartbeat pulsating. What the actual hell was that? I don't know if I finished the exam or the exam finished me, because what the actual hell was that? Why is my car not starting? That was hands down probably one of the worst uni exams I've had so far. That's how you know I was racing with time, because that exam was 1.5 hours. I think I probably needed a good 2.5 hours, mind you. There was 50 multiple choice and 15 short answers. I did probably 10 or 11 of the short answers, and then I did like probably 15 multiple choice to my knowledge. The rest I guessed. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. A sounds good. A looks good. Maybe let's follow a pattern. Let's do B next, let's do C next. That was my mentality. And tell me why, whilst I'm doing this exam, I have the professor hovering over me, looking at me randomly circle any option because I'm literally running out of time. I was going to say that's giving flashbacks to HSC, but I want to tell you that my HSC was better than that. Mind you, this was an open book exam. Do they actually put that much effort into making exams that hard? I'm shocked out of my mind. That was a shit exam. To say that this exam is worth 50% is actually blowing my mind. What do you mean? I honestly don't think I'm even at the capacity to comprehend what I just lived through. No dots are connecting. It's blank in here. I don't even know what emotions to feel because I'm genuinely like, what the hell? I am going to get back into studying at some point today once again for my exam on Saturday, which is actually online, which also means I could Command F my notes, which is going to be way easier than me trying to go through papers and papers and papers in this exam to just find where I wrote that specific note that related to a specific answer. Because the way each of these questions in this exam was so specific was actually mind-blowing. Like, I didn't even think they taught it to be that specific. Anyways, clearly I'm having a crisis, and normally after every single exam I give myself a little reward and a treat just to give myself a little bit of appreciation for, I guess, failing this exam. But I'm still going to do that because, or else I'm going to be burnt out and I'm going to just fail my entire life, which won't be amazing. But I'm going to go home. Yeah, I'm about to crash into the car in front of me because I put the car in drive and not reverse. Anyways, I'm probably going to go home. There's guests over. So I'm going to escape to my room. I'm going to eat. I'm going to also read and escape the reality of me having to study even more for just a little bit, because I actually can't comprehend anything that's happening in my life right now. I detoured my way home and came to the shops to pick up this book, One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. All I'm really craving right now is my daily dose of fiction, which I'm going to go home to inject into my veins. Because there's really nothing else I can do. I could study. Yeah, stuff that. I'll see you guys at home. Lovely. I have an extreme pile of food to get through. I'm starving. Probably gonna eat that and continue reading my book on my phone. My camera's battery is flashing over a minute before I get yelled at to leave. It is entirely the next day. I did not study at all last night. Just read my book. I don't regret it one bit. By the time it hit like midnight, by the way, I was so thrashed. The exhaustion was weighing on me because I was also sleep deprived and have been studying for days on days and days. It's just mentally exhausting. Today I have work, which really isn't about to help the mental exhaustion. My room is slightly a mess, so my 9 hours is how many hours I'm going to be working today. I'm going to come back tonight and officially kind of start studying. The thought of that even just seems exhausting, but I really don't have a choice and I need to go. I'll see you guys around 9 hours later. Honestly, yesterday after work, I was just tired. And the only thing I did, literally the only thing I did besides scrolling on my phone was, I'll let you guess in the time period that I pulled it up. You know the one I just bought a day ago? Yeah. I finished the entire thing. That right there is how I deal with my problems, if you were wondering. I mean, at least I done something with my time. I read a book. It made me happy. But we're back and stuck to the reality that I need to study. I'm off work today. I also somehow ended up volunteering myself to cook tonight. Hate myself for that. But I said I will make a roast. I've never made a roast in my life. I kind of searched up what to do last night. I don't have rosemary, so I kind of have to go to the grocery store to get rosemary. I don't want to leave the house, quite frankly, to go to a grocery store. We're gonna have to do it. Sometimes I don't like leaving the house, if you couldn't tell, and my voice just goes randomly, like it just disappears. This is what happened in my class the other day when I was extremely anxious. My voice, it just fades away, and I was like, what's happening? I slept at 2 a.m. last night. I had already finished this book by midnight. I don't know what's the go with me sleeping at 2 a.m. lately, but it's got to stop at some point. However, that's just not going to be this week because I'm just trying to survive. Anyways, bring the point back to today. Besides having to cook and having to study, my sister is also currently in an exam, and I told her that after her exam we could possibly go and get a sweet treat together as like a little reward. There's one reason I look forward to summer, and that's a mango wheeze bowl. It's this particular like acai bowl at this like particular store, and I'll take you guys along with me and show you what I actually mean if we do go there today. And I might actually slightly get ready and get dressed for the day because I actually don't remember the last time I did that. I was actually thinking last night, like one does. I spend all my time thinking for some reason, and I was like, I think the last time I put makeup on my face was the day I filmed my Get Ready With Me for YouTube. I don't think I've put makeup on my face after that. At least I don't remember. Anyways, I don't actually love wearing makeup all the time. I like to feel confident in my skin, and I love like skincare. Like that's what I strive for. I feel like makeup doesn't give me that same energy, but I do miss getting dressed for the day, getting ready for the day, putting on a cute outfit That's what I miss. Currently the time is also 10:22 a.m. I woke up at like 9:10 or 9:20 a.m. I can't really remember, but my body is apparently just automatically waking up after 7 hours of sleep. And you know what? I feel extremely like fulfilled with the amount of sleep I got, and I don't feel tired. So I'm like, maybe 7 hours is my new jam. And you know, I'm up for it. The less sleep I can get and not feel tired is the better for me, because I'm not typically someone who loves to sleep. I actually procrastinate sleeping as well, which is probably why I sleep at 2 a.m. But let's just go down and eat breakfast and just stop talking about my weird habits. Okay, so this is my breakfast. There was only a little bit of cereal left, so that is why it's that little. And I have some cheese and spinach pastries. This is what we go through every day. This has become her new habit. Came out. Okay, so I have 30 minutes to get ready. My sister's coming home from her exam. We're gonna go and get a sweet treat. I'm actually not also cooking today anymore because the meat that I was supposed to cook my roast, my mum just ended up boiling and she's turning it into a stew. Expected, but it takes me away from the fact that I have one less task to do, which is absolutely amazing. We're gonna get ready. I have 30 minutes. That is not a lot of time in me fashion because I usually like taking my time getting ready. So I'm just going to be in full chaos mode and try to be ready in 30 minutes. I'll see you afterwards because I genuinely could not film it. Okay guys, we just made it to the shops. I had to kind of get ready in the car. This is somewhat my outfit. It looks a bit unorganized, but I will fix it when I get out of the car, and I'm so excited to get our little sweet treat.
Hello everyone, mango baseball season is back.
And we are excited because we will be here probably every single week. Okay guys, we are back in the car. We did kind of a little quick shop. Didn't kind of have much time because my sister has to attend an appointment. I'll give you a quick haul because I only got one item. Deodorant. It's necessary. Nana, how's your day been? So I was in a rush this morning. I realized I didn't show you guys my outfit, but this is my outfit. Denim skirt, yellow button up, and this pattern scarf. This is the outfit. I also have this bag to go with it, and I have a sandal in the exact same black and beige color, so it works perfectly to tie it all in. I think this was such a nice outfit. I'm actually obsessed. That's my tripod waiting for me because we're gonna quickly film a few TikToks. Let's hope that doesn't take me too long. Maybe I'll pray before I do that because that's #1 priority. On the last little leg of me filming, it's almost 3:30. I've already prayed as well, and then we're gonna start studying. Okay guys, we are back to my usual uniform. I've cherished having on my cute outfit and feeling put together for a few hours, 2, 3. I don't know how long I was gone for, but I finished my filming. It is 3:33. Right after my exams finish this week, which I'm also gonna have work on Sunday, but starting that new week off of Monday, I will be working 50 to 60 hour work weeks. I know, mind blowing. I don't really get a break. No, that doesn't really exist, but it's okay. You know what? I have one less thing to deal with. I wouldn't have uni to deal with anymore, and I'm honestly so happy to cherish that. Anyways, it is so boiling hot, can I say? Like, I'm sweating from every inch, which is why I also got changed, and I'm gonna get started on studying. I don't have the most hatred towards it right now, which I feel like is the best point to start studying. I have 4 short answer responses in the length of around 350 words that I have to write for my exam tomorrow. My subject is called abnormal psychology, and my cat is currently begging for my attention. But yeah, for some reason, I feel a little bit more confident with this exam, also because it's online, and I feel like the subject just has way less components than the previous one, which was cognitive processes. Yeah, I'm still mind boggled about how bad of an exam that was, and I don't know why I have this confidence after that trash exam I did, but you know what? We're gonna hold on to it. Even if it's false hope, we've got to hold on to it. I might just head downstairs and slack off a bit and then come back to start studying. You know, my classic procrastination. I'll be back when I'm ready, basically. Okay, it is 4:49 p.m. We are just gonna get started on studying. In saying that, I'm like hungry. So I don't think this is gonna really last that long, but I'm just giving myself half an hour to like look through everything. This subject and this exam is based off on obviously lectures, tutorials, all that content you're given to learn, as well as the DSM-5, which is the Diagnosis Symptom Manual for Psychology. And I feel like that is why it kind of makes this subject a bit easier. For anyone interested, I'll give you guys a little overlook on how the modules actually look for abnormal psychology. This is things I used to be so curious about before I started university. Apparently, if we go 10% over 350 words, which is 385 words, then we get penalized. The fact that in an exam they want a specific word count is actually crazy to me. But like uni half the time is also crazy to me as well, so I'm not really that surprised. The funny thing is that this exam also wants us to list the sources underneath that we use to gather our information.
Brave, fearless.
It is currently 10:45 p.m. I have to go through every single lecture slide that I've ever had, and I'm going to copy paste it into a Word document so that during the exam I could Command F and find the information I need. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because for every single short answer that we have to complete, we have to reference where it's from. So if it's from a lecture, we have to write what module, what week, as well as what slide it's from. I know all of those expectations should honestly be illegal for an exam. I don't really care if it's online. Genuinely, that many expectations should be illegal, but I don't make the rules and nobody really cares what I think. And one of my uni friends was saying, I think they're doing this intentionally to kind of push down averages because this is the last semester before honors. And honors is very competitive to get into. I really don't want to talk about it because I will stress about it. If I also get rejected into honors, you won't see me again. Let's just say that, because I don't have a plan B. I don't know what I would do. Inshallah, I'm making it. Inshallah, I'm making it to honors. Okay, can we, you know what? Cut that out. I'm not thinking negative. I just need to get through this exam. It's currently 10:48. I will report back when I've finished. Good morning, everyone. It is the dreaded Saturday. This is the first Saturday I've had off in so long. I usually work Saturdays and Sundays the full weekend, but I have an exam this week, so that is the reason I'm not working on this very Saturday. We're in the kitchen because I have to keep an eye on dinner that's cooking, because last time I absolutely burnt it, so we're sitting in the kitchen so I don't forget. The time is 10:41. I woke up at 9:30, chilled in bed for like half an hour before I got up at 10. I struggled to go to sleep last night, also because my cat woke me up at literally 3:15. So I don't exactly know what time I fell asleep, but I don't actually feel that tired. That might also be like my adrenaline and slight anxiety, but I'm feeling good and I'm not complaining, so we're happy about that. Back with my jilbab, I look kind of a mess. I'm currently doing a few things to organize my notes better, and because I still have heaps of time before the exam, I thought I could like dabble in and try to do a few of the example questions. I do think I look like crap, but I'm gonna finish this task that I have on hand, and then we're gonna also eat breakfast. I need to keep an eye on this food and I keep forgetting. This was literally the whole point of me sitting in the kitchen. Sleepyhead in the background. This is the setup for the exam. They told us to log into the exam 10 minutes before because they might release the questions a bit earlier. I'm literally so nervous and full of anxiety. It's 1:52, the questions still haven't came up. I'm very nervous for this exam, but I got everything I need. I think it's gonna be okay. It's just nerves. And I will check in with you guys after I'm done because I can't speak any further. Okay, I gotta calm down. That's my mood after I finished my exam. Guys, reporting back after my exam. It is currently like 4 p.m. So I finished my exam around half an hour ago. That exam was so good and I'm so happy about it. I even finished early. Can you imagine? Like, I finished early. Oh, I'm just so grateful, and I'm so grateful for Allah. I actually can't believe that's me done with uni for this year. Like, you're kidding me. I don't have to do an assignment for 4 months. I'm about to live my life. I'm honestly just so hyped and so excited. I'm gonna probably go downstairs and eat something. Life without any deadlines or the chaos of uni is like the best feeling in the world, and I cannot wait. This is the food I was trying not to burn in the morning. It tastes so good. I'm gonna have it with a side of rice. Also probably gonna cue myself a movie. The way I'm so grateful for food. This is my dinner. It is 4 p.m. I love eating dinner early. Like, I hate eating dinner late. I am ecstatic. Like, I am so happy that that's over. Like, I don't think I can even believe it. I can shut down all my tabs and all my notes and all my Word documents. Everything honestly ended up working out so well. I'm so happy.
We call them divergence.
Hello everyone, so it is actually the next day, but I completely blacked out last night because of how happy I was that I finished my uni year/semester. It's actually unbelievable to me that I made it through another year. Like, I have officially completed 4 whole years of uni. I didn't even think I would make it through one. I'm still in a bit of denial that uni is over this semester, but I am so happy and it feels like I'm about to rediscover life again. all I discovered was exhaustion and how much I hate work. Not saying that everything is gonna get much easier, but you know what? For a while there, uni had become my whole personality. And you know what? I'm so happy that it's not a part of my personality for 4 months. Although I make it my personality sometimes, it is by force because I have no other choice but to do 10 million assignments a semester, as well as exams, and crumble under the pressure and anxiety of university. Let's not touch on that trauma, shall we? I think this is the happiest I've felt out of the 4 years that I've done uni, because next year is technically, inshallah, if I do get accepted into it, my honors year. If you're watching this, pray for me. Inshallah I get accepted, because if I don't, I'm scared. Let's turn things to a bit more of a positive. With saying goodbye to uni, I feel like the chaos of work and life is about to take over, because I'm going to be working like 50-hour work weeks, and on top of that I have a whole entire list of every single thing I need to catch up on, and it is intense, let me just say. Although 50-hour work weeks are going to be intense and I'm probably going to be tired, I'm not going to have uni. I'm going to have one less thing. People say full-time work is hard, which I fully agree on. A 9 to 5, my worst nightmare. I do fear normality, unfortunately, but I'm afraid uni and work, full-time uni and full-time work even sometimes, it's 10 times worse. So I'm not taking these next 4 months for granted, because I'm well and truly grateful and I've learned that lesson. So I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed A Week in My Life exam edition. I honestly don't know how it turned out, but you know what? We survived another week. Thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and watching another video. I appreciate you all so much, more than you'll ever know, and I'll see you in another video shortly, hopefully. Bye.